She was once Argentina's most popular president. But things have changed for Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner. Since leaving office, she's faced a series of allegations over corruption. The latest in which her name is reportedly mentioned in the notebooks of a driver in the Public Works Ministry, in which he details how millions of dollars in cash were moved in his vehicle and delivered to the presidential palace when Néstor Kirchner and then Cristina were in office. In the past week, businessmen and politicians came to this courthouse to testify in this enormous corruption investigation. Several businessmen admitted they paid millions of dollars in bribes to members of the previous administration in exchange for public works contracts. Diego Cabot was the first one to see the notebooks.
A neighbor had a friend who was a driver who gave him a series of notebooks which described how corruption operated in the previous administration, and he was supposed to reveal them only if something happened to his friend.
Cabot carried out the investigation but did not publish the findings. Instead, he took the notebooks to a state prosecutor so he could initiate an official investigation. Silence was crucial, not only for the case to move forward, but also for his own safety.
I held back publishing because I believed much more needed to happen. I only published it when the investigation was on and those involved were being questioned. What it shows is that the history of corruption in public works is not unique to the previous administration, but it did happen.
And it is this that brought Cristina Kirchner again to court. On Monday, she tweeted that this is a regional strategy to proscribe leaders of movements and political forces that have increased people's rights and allowed thousands to leave poverty behind. For many, the corruption investigation is the biggest in a country that has failed to prosecute white-collar crime over the years.
The
reality is bigger than what we imagined. We all knew that there was corruption, but not that it was systemic like the notebooks revealed. It is a difficult case to put on trial because it involves so many things. It forces us to rethink the whole judicial process.
The former president, her aides, and important businessmen. For the prosecutors, they're all part of the same plot that shows for the first time the vicious cycle of corruption between private companies and the state. Teresa, Al Jazeera, Buenos Aires.